I'm going to spoil this entire movie. You're welcome. Hello and welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host Khaleel Ward. I'm in a tank top because it's hot. These lights are hot, and I just want to knock this review out real quick because this movie is not really great. It's called Kidnapping Stella. It's on Netflix. I only watched it because it kept popping up in the feed, as the next new Netflix movie. So I decided to check it out, and it's bad. It's really bad. So I'm going to spoil the movie for you. So you don't have to sit through this hour and a half movie and be disappointed. And it's an hour and a half, but it feels like it's much longer because it's just weird. It's I think it's a German. It's like a German crime movie. So of course I had the subtitles on and everything. It was dubbed. And the description of the movie is misleading a lot. It says, snatched off the streets and held for ransom, a bound and gagged woman uses her limited powers to derail her two masked abductors' carefully laid plans. So, of course, Stella is a character. She gets kidnapped by these two guys named Todd and Vic. And the movie starts off with Todd and Vic. They don't say anything. There's really no dialogue for the first maybe 8 minutes of the movie. You see them buying stuff, putting together this plan, for the kidnapping, which is pretty smart. They buy the soundproofing stuff that goes on the wall. They buy boards to board up the windows. They get locks and everything for different doors for the house. Just setting everything up, even for the van. And it's like, okay, these guys are pretty smart. And then they just snatch Stella off the streets, like in broad daylight. Like no, there was no plan for that. It was just there she go, grab her, throw in the car, and they take pictures of her and have the newspaper by her, take pictures. Their plan is, which you don't learn until they start doing it. Their plan is to hold her for ransom, send the pictures to her father because her father is really rich and they want money. It's not it's not a detailed plot. It's not easy to it's not hard to follow. So they do all that, and then Todd starts acting weird. It seems like the idea of kidnapping someone is getting to him. Vic is like, attacking him. Vic is the aggressive one in this situation. Todd is always the laid back one. Vic, it turns out he was in prison for a while, and Todd did some stupid stuff, ended up in prison with him, and they came up with this plan while they were in prison. That's the gist of it. And you come to find out that Todd knows Stella. That's his ex-girlfriend. And I'm gonna spoil it, man. Forget it. Todd is supposed to make sure she goes to the bathroom, and somehow she gets the gun from him, and not only gets the gun from him, takes off his mask and sees that it's Todd. And she's like, "Why are you doing this?" And then he's just like, "Chill. If he finds out that I know you, then he's gonna kill you, or whatever." And you think Vic is the smart one because it's just clues laying all around that something happened, and he doesn't figure that out till later on. It's only three characters, so you would think in this kidnapping situation you will see some negotiations or something like that with other characters, with the father. At first, the father didn't want to pay, and then they did a video, and she said she was pregnant and everything like that. They were gonna cut off her finger, and then all of a sudden he wanted to pay. It's like, okay, why didn't he want to pay in the first place? What is going on? So then Todd is questioning if she's really pregnant and all this stuff, and eventually he gets out the house. And you would think, okay, if he's having second thoughts, he will call someone, but no, she just keeps going on like Vic didn't find out everything that happened, which he does. Surprise. And then it just ends with Vic eventually shooting Todd, and then Todd shooting Vic somehow, and the movie ends. Like it feels like the movie takes place when no other characters are in this world at all because it's just so dumb. Stella really didn't do anything in terms of derailing the plan. If Vic killed both of them, then he would have got the money because eventually he gets the money, but then he goes back to kill her. So she didn't really do anything. The movie, stay away from it, honestly. And I don't say that about a lot of movies, but this is your time and you're probably looking for a movie to watch. Stay away from Kidnapping Stella because it's not worth your time at all. Thank you for listening. If you did watch it, because people have watched some of the bad reviews I've given out. If you did watch it, what are your thoughts? Thank you for listening. Deuces.